Don't be someone, be one some. What does that mean? It means to know who you are, what you need and want, and be able to communicate that. It means that you're able to unleash your full potential. We're OneSum and I'm Anouk, one of the founders. OneSum is a fully digital coach which enables everyone to take their personal development into their own hands. And Galileo already said, and I think that links well to the previous presentation, you cannot teach a person anything, but you can help them discover it within themselves. And that is our approach. Swantje, Nadine, who's here as well, and me founded OneSum. And we have the mission in mind to democratize business coaching. Swantje has been in the coaching business for over 25 years, and she's a very experienced leadership and personal coach, and the passion of our team. Then we have Nadine with a background in innovation management, and she brings OneSum to the people and is our endurance. And then myself, I have a background in psychology and human-computer interaction, and I develop head of product development. I don't do it on my own. That would be too much. And I am the power of our threesome. So we started talking to companies when we founded our company. And they told us that we're doing exactly what they need, that we hit their pain point. They said, this is what we're looking for, this is what we need. And they told us about their challenges, which Michael will tell you about as well, facing automation, facing disruptive business models, and facing COVID, which means remote work and other challenges. And they said what we need in times of constant change and uncertainty is to develop all our people. So before, you were only able to invest in personal coaching for your leaders, and now with OneSum, you're able to afford personal coaching for everyone. We develop your people sustainably and in an individualized way without having a human coach and at a low cost. That is because we eliminated the human coach. And the best thing is that your employees can use OneSum whenever and wherever they need. So one of the first people we actually started talking to was Michael 2 years ago or something like that. And we implemented OneSum in his company in the Basler Kantonalbank. And he will tell you about how that's going.
Yeah, thank you, Anouk. First of all, it's not my company I only work for, so I'm not the owner of a bank. But yeah, thank you, Anouk, for the introduction and having me here next to you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here today and talk about why a Swiss bank choose the digital coach OneSum as one of the first companies, as Anouk said. We are here to talk about transformation in general, and I've been in banking for more than 20 years, and transformation is on the agenda of all banks I worked for every time. And the influence of, for example, customers, the market, or the regulator in banking has always challenged the financial industry to change. But since one topic joined the stage, the digitalization, something changed from my observation. And what this exactly is are two things. First is the speed, and the second is the mindset. And in general, Anouk said the digitalization gained massive momentum to the general financial industry, to the business model and their organization. That you have a better understanding who we are, I brought the target picture of our current strategy. There you can see our journey, what we started 2018, and very typical for Swiss, you see also a mountain there. The transformation in general is a topic what we have dealt with in the bank much, much longer than the current strategic period. But the digital transformation really becomes the topic since 2018. If you are familiar with the business financial banks, you see here some numbers, what you see. The question maybe you ask yourself now is, why has a company like Basler Kantonalbank, we are a mid-sized company, we are the number 6 in Switzerland, why they have to change? And maybe you see this picture or similar picture from your company, from your branches. It's not so different. Many new companies want to join the financial industry. And it's not only the big techs, what you see here, some examples. It's also a lot of small and medium startups want to have a piece of the cake. And the interface, this is exactly what we see here, is a very, very high competitive question. Everyone wants it. And the big question for me is always, how can we save this for us in the bank? Because this will make the difference in my point of view. Startups, really, they have much more speed than a current company like us. They have a total different mindset. They have a very, very clear focus what they are working on. And this is what we see and saw in the past. Established banks like us, we need to understand that we really be in a transition phase. You can call it dual world, you can call it ambidexterity world, you can call it hybrid world. This is what we have to do, what is shown here on this curve. We have to do what we do, maybe a little bit more efficiently, but definitely we have to understand. We need to try new things to enter into new business models, because our current business model is going down. And for me, this is my personal opinion, for me the innovation in business models makes the real difference between success or failure in the digital transformation, and definitely not technology. Again, speed and mindset is exactly by this question extremely important. And how we try to manage exactly our digital transformation, I will show you here in this slide. We could talk about this topic the whole day, but no worries, only one slide about. We have 3 main pillars what we work on. The first is the customer. Understanding the customer has required a real mindset shift in the bank. Producing solutions not from the inside and products not from the inside, more from the customer faced, is what all companies want. We had to walk really this hard walk because we realized from the very first beginning that we have no clue, absolutely no clue, what the real need of our customers is. This was, we always call it, the first moments of truth. Today we develop products and services with our clients together. And no matter what age, they are excited, really excited. I remember when we started 2018 with this idea, we had to pay clients to come. Today we have a huge group of people. They are really excited to work with us on new products and services. What we modified was exactly our mindset. What we gained is speed. Speed in the one hand that we have a shorter time to market and a much, much higher user acceptance. The pillar 2, we talk about business models. Very, very interesting. For us, the key of our future business models is that we can react much faster and more specific to market changes and customer needs. Doing everything for our own is definitely not a solution for us. The reason we are too slow and we are too complicated in a bank, to be honest. The answer is we are working with partners and we are participating on ecosystems. What does this again needs? A mindset shift. We had to realize that we are not the center of an ecosystem. This idea comes maybe from the arrogance of the financial industry. I hope no one is now touched. badly, but this is exactly what I really can speak about, and what I very often see. And this mindset shift is really needed to understand. And last but not least, the main pillar in the center, the organization, and here we talk about people. No surprise, people are our main resources, but we also had to learn that they are our limiting factor, because we have not a culture like a startup. It's also important to understand we have a heritage for over 150 years, and this 150 years makes the bank successful, and now more and more people joined from startups, exactly our company, and they had to see and had to learn this is a huge culture clash. What I always speak with my leadership team is that we have learned one thing: the grass doesn't grow any faster if we pull on it. So what does this mean? Change need time, and people need to be prepared for change. This is a learning what we also had to do. All of that, what I had the chance to show you shortly, we definitely did not for our own, and definitely not from inside. We needed to have specialists and experts from outside. Without these experts and their expertises, for us the change would take far too long, also by me. Working with our executives is our main leverage to bring our ideas and perceptions into the organization. So they need a real deep understanding about change management and how they fit and feel exactly. So they need a good coach. And I ask myself, okay, what can I do? I have limited money for coaching. I have not the chance to coach all my leadership team in the bank. We have 1,500 employees. The leadership team is around 45 people, so not so much, but you know, money is limited anyhow. And I was searching for a solution how I can make it to kill two birds with one stone. I know, not nice expression, but the one hand for me was important how to develop their digital competences, because digital competence in my view of the world is crucial for the future. And the second is how I can make my leadership team more resilient to all the changes what we are in front of us. I searched really long and found what I was looking for in OneSum. The digital coach from OneSum allows me to get more value out from the Swiss franc or euro what I have to spend. Because as more people I'm able to bring into coaching, I achieve much faster what I want: speed up and mindset shift. The first time when I saw OneSum, I said, how can this work? To be honest, I have experience with coaching. They were always very specialized, my coaches in the past. So how can a digital tool really solve this thing? Now, after several months of using the digital coach, I must say I'm really excited what I gained on new insights about myself. And yeah, the question today is, I'm really enthusiastic, and this is the reason why I'm standing here. I would not stand here if I would not be excited as a user. And for me, it's frankly speaking, not every day I use the coach digital, but I use it nearly every day. And the reason is, the usability is fantastic. The colors maybe you saw are nice. I wear also a shirt in this color. I really like it, and for me, more and more important, the high valuable content makes it a real pleasure to use the digital coach. For me, more important is that my employees are enthusiastic too, because this is exactly what I want. I want to make them more resilient, and I want that they know themselves much better and they prepare themselves for the change. So OneSum has really become a big building block in our digital transformation. For us, the transformation is definitely not completed, and to be honest, I think it never will be. So that's the reason why we always talk about a triathlon and not about a sprint. You might be still able to manage a sprint by your own, but for a triathlon, you definitely need to have good coaches. And OneSum has become that coach for us in our transformation. And now it's your turn. Try it out, and you will see how huge this impact can be in your company and for your transformation. So don't be someone, be one some. Thank you.
We're also not done. So I just want to clarify a couple of things. One thing is we don't kill birds. And I'm going to tell you just a bit more about the product so you get a feeling for it. It's based on 30,000 coaching sessions at the moment. We're expanding. How does that come together? We only work with really experienced coaches that have been in the business for 20 years or more all across Europe, because our content is our foundation, and you need coaches who know what they're doing and have done the same processes over and over to digitize them. So that's what we base our content on. We use the most established and recognized methods in business coaching today, and we build on user feedback like from BKB Bank or our other companies and customers. Yeah, so our challenge is how do we get a valuable coaching experience to our users if we take away the human coach? And the juice is user engagement. And the ingredients for the juice are, first of all, competence, second, autonomy, active knowledge construction, emotions, and social inclusion. And I'm just going to give you an insight on how we address those 5 factors. Competence is all about not overburdening, but also not under-challenging. So we individualize the user experience to create flow. How do we do that? Through constant and immediate feedback from the users and data analytics. We use that to adjust the content and the user journey. Autonomy is a bit tricky because we want to give our users freedom, but we also want to avoid the feeling of being lost. So we balance out self-exploration and guidance. You choose the next destination, but we give you the itinerary. The third ingredient is active knowledge construction. That means thinking for yourself. If you think back to the quote in the beginning, it's about getting the knowledge out of the people and not showing them videos and them consuming content. So we ask questions and get them thinking for themselves. We use reflection and self-discovery to train human skills. And for those of you who don't know the term human skills, that was coined by Simon Sinek, and it's about soft skills, but they're not soft. They are what makes us human and able to interact with other humans. So it's listening, leading constructive conflicts, and communicating effectively, for example. We also design for emotions. And more specifically, we design for a joyful experience and surprising moments. Why joy? Because perceived enjoyment has a significant impact on satisfaction and also motivation to re-engage. And part of how we design for joy is our illustrations. And I recently got the feedback from a user who said it's like being on holiday. And that is nice because you want to go on holiday again. Why do we design for surprise? Because people like to share surprising stories. And if they share their insights and their knowledge, then that cements in their brains and hearts. And surprise also leads to the last ingredient, which is social inclusion. We create community sessions within your organization and also across organizations for all OneSum users, because they're on their personal development journey, but through the community sessions, they get the opportunity to connect to others and share their surprising insights with others. That strengthens relations inside of your organization and leads to a stronger feeling of belonging. So we build a community to deepen personal development and to build connections. So to recap, we individualize the user experience to create flow. We balance out self-exploration and guidance. We design for a joyful experience and surprising moments. We use reflection and self-discovery to train human skills. And we create a community to deepen personal development and build connections. So now we invite you to become part of our community and either ask questions now, yep, we've got some time, or at the round table.